Hi, welcome to our presentation about sociology and coffee. My name is Gaushahan.
I'm Dylan.
And my name's Kaveen.
These are the list of topics we will go over throughout the presentation. To begin, we will go over the background of coffee, then we will cover the sociological theories that are involved with coffee and the process of making coffee. These theories include practice theory, symbolic interactionism, ecological modernization theory, and environmentally responsible behavior. And the rest of the topics covered would be coffee transportation, coffee consumption, and coffee waste or disposal.
The first topic we're going to be covering is the background of coffee. Coffee is made from roasted and ground seeds of the evergreen tropical coffee plant. Coffee is one of the most consumed beverages in the world. For a lot of people, it is a daily source of caffeine, which is seen as an energizer. Many individuals start their day off with coffee as it has an energizing effect, and many adults tend to feel tired in the morning and need a little kick to start their day. There are 7 billion kilograms of coffee produced worldwide. There are many different types of coffee brands and places that people tend to get coffees from. Some popular places people choose to purchase coffee are from Tim Hortons, McDonald's, and Starbucks. Coffee is one of the most profitable international commodities since so many people around the world consume it.
The four theories our presentation will be going over are practice theory, symbolic interactionism, ecological modernization, and environmentally responsible behavior theory. Each theory demonstrates how it interacts with our topic of coffee. Coffee consumption follows the theories, practice theory and symbolic interactionism. The coffee transportation follows the ecological modernization theory. Coffee waste and disposal demonstrated through the environmentally responsible behavior theory.
The first theory we're going to be going over is the practice theory. The routines that make up our lives are defined by practice theory. The primary goal of practice theory is to coordinate an understanding of what motivates consumers to use a specific commodity or service based on their habits. In the case of coffee, consumers use it to feel energized when they're tired, and as a result, it has become a habit for most people, who buy at least one coffee a day to get through their day. Meaning, materials, and competence are the three components of practice theory. When it comes to coffee's meaning, many people associate it with a way to get through their daily lives. Coffee is the material or physical object needed to achieve that meaning, and anyone who wants to indulge in coffee can do so at a nearby cafe or coffee shop. Competence refers to one's understanding of the beverage. For example, people know that coffee makes them feel energized when they're tired, so they buy coffee whenever they feel that way. The next theory I'm going to be discussing is symbolic interactionism. Symbolic interactionism is concerned with how interaction contributes to the formation of social structure and meaning. According to this theory, people gradually come to share definitions for specific words and behaviors as they interact with one another over time, which aids people in understanding specific events. Coffee can represent specific moods, and social interactionism enables people to understand someone's attitude and mood when they see others drinking it. It is consumed by a large number of people every day for a variety of reasons, including stress relief, an energy boost for the day, and overcoming drowsiness. Some people drink coffee several times throughout the day.
One hypothesis involving coffee transportation is ecological modernization. This theory takes into account environmental considerations as well as the various businesses, allowing them to build a more efficient and environmentally responsible strategy to coffee transportation. The numerous routes of coffee transportation can harm the environment by polluting the air. By utilizing raw coffee with biomethane as a fuel, carbon dioxide may be reduced by 10%. Coffee has been found to be more efficient fuel source than carbon-based material. Enabling carbon dioxide and biomethane to be separated allows transportation fuel to be matched. If this strategy were to be executed, coffee might be regarded as a recyclable source of energy and it would lead to raising coffee consumption. This would also assist the environment by lowering gasoline emissions. Overall, ecological modernization theory is a sociological theory that ties into coffee transportation and demonstrates the importance of the ecosystem and environment when it comes to everyday drinks such as coffee.
Environmentally responsible behavior theory takes into account the intention to take action and behave in a manner that decreases environmental impact. The environmentally responsible behavior theory tells us that the knowledge, locus of control, attitudes, sense of personal responsibility, and finally the intentions of acting will all contribute to environmentally responsible behavior. Globally, we consume 2.25 billion cups of coffee every day, and this means we have an estimated amount of 18 million tons of wet, wasted coffee grounds every day. The yearly environmental impact of coffee waste decomposition is equivalent to 10 million car emissions. This waste is sent to landfills where they emit methane and become a primary cause of global warming issues. Coffee grounds also contain oil, which makes the soil acidic and heavily damage the soil. There has been additional research which proves that they induce mutagenicity, which is a risk to both human and environmental health since the compound can cause DNA damage and present toxicity to aquatic organisms. This theory demonstrates that people should take action against throwing coffee grounds from landfills and use the waste for a better purpose.
Coffee transportation is a topic that is not heavily discussed in the coffee industry at all. Most people do not wonder or consider how the coffee gets to many of our local consumers that is hardly mentioned. Environmental issues such as sustainability, efficiency, and the expenses of moving coffee beans throughout the world are among them. Environmental considerations include the consequences on road infrastructure in many nations, especially those where coffee beans are cultivated. Sustainability and product efficiency are crucial parts of the coffee transportation and check how the quality of the product is during the transportation process and if the product is up to standard, regardless of where it is stored. Another factor that affects farmers is the expense of transportation. For it to be transported, farmers need to be in a good location that is reasonable for transporters to access. If the farmers are not, they will lose money as transporters will go to better locations. Customer satisfaction with the final product is influenced by sustainability and efficiency. Coffee was placed in various areas on a ship during a journey to Brazil to examine how moisture and the climate affected the coffee and establish that the quality of the product would not alter greatly regardless of where it was stored.
Coffee consumption. Drinking coffee has become the norm in many different parts of the world. This social norm has a substantial impact on both social interactions and health. Although coffee is a widely consumed beverage around the world, there are some health risks associated with excessive coffee consumption, such as burnout, stress, and poor mental health. These elements can have a negative impact on productivity and performance. Anxiety, heart attacks, and insomnia are some of the health risks associated with excessive coffee consumption. As previously stated, practice theory and symbolic interactionism are reasons why people drink a lot of coffee, and how those theories can be related to the health risks associated with coffee.
As explained in the environmentally responsible behavior theory slide, coffee disposal proves to be a major issue to our society and environment. Economically, there are issues with coffee disposing as though there are benefits of selling used coffee grounds on a wider scale. Organizing such initiatives will be highly difficult, and recycling and composting initiatives on an industrial scale is costly. Colombia has a major issue where small-time farmers cannot afford water treatment systems, which result in coffee waste going into local water sources and becoming contaminated. However, there are various solutions to these problems that have been discovered in recent times. Today, Newton Fund is supporting Colombian scientists to turn coffee waste into electricity using microbial fuel cells. A Latvian company called CoffeeCo converts used coffee grounds into oil, which can be used in cosmetic and biopolymer industries. Coffee Form is also another company that uses recycling coffee grounds for sustainable coffee cups and saucers. Research has also been done which proves that antimicrobial properties in cafe waste can be transferred to textiles at high efficiency through dyeing. With the initiative to take such actions to protect our environment, wastage can definitely be reduced.
To summarize, the coffee industry is well known and widely popular throughout the world. Coffee has a significant sociological and economic impact on society, assisting in the creation of numerous brands and businesses. Coffee has sociological impacts on a person's health, the transportation method of coffee, and at the end on how coffee is wasted and or disposed of. The theories that were used in our presentation to prove these topics were practice theory, symbolic interactionism, ecological modernization, and the environmentally responsible behavior theory.